unforgettable. That's what you are.
Well, that's a long story. When I first came to Prince Edward Island, I was in the RCMP, and this was my first posting. So one of my first jobs was to investigate some break and enters over at Rocky Point. So I'll never forget, one of my teachers was a fellow named Chick Clark, and he said, "Okay, Don, you go into that little schoolhouse and you see if you can find the teacher, and we'll just ask her some questions about some of her students." So I knocked on the door of the schoolhouse, and this little girl came to the door, and I said, "Can I see your teacher, please?" She said, "I am the teacher." And that's how we first met. That's the first time I saw her.
That was me.
It was Joan. But she was mad at me because she thought, I didn't know she was. I thought she was too young to be a teacher.
Someone so unforgettable thinks that I am.
Oh, I thought he was nice. But the fact that they could ever think that some of my students would ever break into cottages, I was upset. I said, "Go back to Charlottetown. The kids are probably over there."
Well, then I don't know how long after that, I was at a dance at the Rollaway Club. All the girls sat on one side of the hall, and all the guys sat on another side of the hall.
There was no alcohol.
So I saw this cute little girl across the hall from me. She was sitting down, and I wanted to ask her to dance, but
Instead, he came and asked me.
But I was very nervous because I saw some guys go over and ask some girls to dance, and they refused. Then they had to walk back, all by themselves. Anyway, I got up the courage, and I walked across the hall, and it was Joan. I asked her to dance, and we had a few dances that night, and she agreed that I could take her home. But first, we had to go have a Coke or something, didn't we, Joan?
Tea and toast.
Oh, tea and toast. So that's that. No, that's how we met.
Darling, it's incredible.
Well, shortly after that, I was transferred to Summerside. But I used to call her, and I'd on my night off, whatever, I would call and say she would have the day off too. So I would come down from Summerside, and we'd have our dates. One evening, I used to travel back and forth with a guy that was in the Air Force. His girlfriend was in Summerside, and this one evening, I had the ring in my pocket, and before I left, before he came to pick me up to go back to Summerside, I asked her to marry me, and she said yes.
Back then, Island thoughts were Protestant Catholic, like this. All my friends were Catholic. I never knew a Protestant until I met Don, and then I ended up marrying him. So, but anyway, Mom, when I went upstairs to tell Mom and Dad. I woke her up and I said, "Don gave me my ring, Mom." And she said, "What ring?" I said, "My engagement ring." "Well, what has he decided?" I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Is he going to be a Catholic?" That was her first question. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not ashamed of it either. It's just the way things
Well, of course not.
Yeah.
Look how things have worked out.
50 years later, we're still
Here we are.
That's why, darling.
First night we stayed up at
The Dingle.
the Dingle Hotel.
In Antigonish.
Antigonish.
Oh my Lord.
Something about Dad's pajamas?
Oh yeah, that was funny. He
Oh,
went into the
yeah.
bathroom and I was in the room and I got into my little nightie and he opened the bathroom door and came out with big flannelette pajamas on.
They were brand new pajamas.
They were little paisley print pajamas.
Oh, how embarrassing.
No, that was just that night.
Well,
That was-
anyway, that was Well, like any marriage, there's your ups and your downs. Most of the time it was up. But we got two beautiful girls. Now we have four. If we Hannah and Megan, Lori and Melanie, no, it's gone by just in the blink. I can't believe it. I cannot believe
Enjoy while you
how fast the years.
goes by so fast.
But would I change anything different? No.
Nothing, would you?
No.
No, I might have had more kids.
That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so
It's tough staying married. No, it is. It's not easy staying married because you have to be willing to compromise.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
You have to be willing.
Give and take.
And Dawn's good at that, aren't you? Give her.
No, the take.
Well, take two.
unforgettable too.